Okay, you warned me. All of you warned me about this, about the flood. You can't wait till me and my wife get to the flood. And I heard you, and I wasn't even sure what I was expecting, if I'm honest. I wasn't sure if it was an enemy type, if it was an actual flood, like a world event, like a tsunami. I didn't know what was going to happen. Anyway, it happened, and I wasn't ready for it. No matter how many times you guys told me, I wasn't ready. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect that. Okay, so look, this video is going to be a bit erratic. You know me, I can't script this stuff. I just feel it, experience it, and I talk about it. So, bear with me as I try and collect my thoughts on this. So, it all starts with Cortana, right? She's like freaking out. She's in the Halo control room, and she's digging around, and suddenly she just loses her mind. And she's like, Master Chief, quick, you've got to go stop Captain Keyes. You have to. And Master Chief's like, calm down. So, well, what's happening? She's like, look, there's no time, just go. So you take off to try and stop him and figure out what's freaking her out. And then you get there, and look, let me tell you something, right? This game makes you feel unstoppable the entire time. Me and my wife got to the point where I was the unstoppable force, she was the immovable object, and together her and I was just a force of nature that couldn't be denied. This game puts you on a pedestal of greatness, right? To where you're comfortable, you know? You're running around with your assault rifle, with your plasma grenades, you're watching the Covenant run away screaming every time you show your face. What you don't realise, whilst you're doing all this, whilst you're taking out tanks and you're flying around in banshees and I've got my wife on the gunner and I'm driving around, drifting around corners as she takes every enemy out in sight. What you don't realise is that the game is tricking you, bruv. It's lying to you. It's building up this false sense of security that you're unstoppable. Like you're John Wick, like you're the Terminator, like you're some being that can't be fazed, like you fear nothing. You are the fear. When you arrive, people fear you. Aliens fear you. No. Oh, no. No. It lied to me, right? This false sense of security we had didn't feel like anything could faze us, right? And then you get to this part. And it starts, the whole mood starts to shift, subtly, with the music. And I'm like, whatever, man. Like, I'm the Master Chief. Whatever. I'm like trying to switch it up with my rifle and my 60 bullets, right? I think I'm ready. I'm not ready. Oh, I'm not ready, bruv. Not at all ready. So, it shows me like, we look. We discover some things are being killed by something else. And my first reaction was, you see like the elite on the ground, and I was like, oh, it kind of looks like Alien, where it bursts out of the chest, like something had come out of him, right? I was like, oh, this is interesting. But I'm not worried. And then we find the footage, and it's showing us what happened. Now, look, when I saw the footage didn't really do a great job of making me realise what was about to happen. These little popcorn things arrived with these weird like legs. It looked really goofy in the cutscene. And I was like, this can't be it. This can't be it. This is it. This cannot be the flood, bro. This can't be it. But then the cutscene ends, and it's me and my wife in this little room, and I just literally walk a few steps, I turn around, and there's like seemingly hundreds of these little popcorn things. I'm like, holy shit. And I say to my wife, I'm like, babe, look at this. She says, oh my God. So I start firing at them, and I'm thinking, this ain't shit. This is nothing. Like, they die so easily. I'm like, this is the flood. This is easy. And then it was like the game heard me, smiled a little smirk in my ignorance. I went, oh really? Okay. And then dialed it up so damn fast, I can't even articulate it properly. But shit went mental very, very quick. I mean, these things, they come out the ground, from the ceiling, from high, below, left, right. They are everywhere, bro. You can't escape them. And it doesn't matter how much, look, these things are like the ultimate enemy. It's like they've taken parts from really iconic. You know when you think zombies, right? You think dumb, you think slow. These aren't dumb, and they're not slow. They are ruthless. They charge at you with relentless, pursuit and reckless abandon. They do not care about their own individual lives. This isn't like the Covenant. The elites are bobbing and weaving, and the grunts are running screaming for their lives, or the ones hiding under the shields. These guys give zero fucks what you do to them, bruv. They will charge at you and just leap in your direction just to get their hands on you. They have no chill, is what I'm saying. A door will open, and it hasn't even opened an inch. Like, the tiniest bit of the door is open, and you see them at the other side, smashing into it, desperate to get you. Bruv, it's like you've got your face hugger types, which just run in big numbers at you. Then you've got these Resident Evil types, who on their own, by the way, and they're nothing. All of these enemies, all of the Flood, the fat, gassy things that just throw gas at you, the big old, on their own they're weak. By design, you just gun them, but they're never on their own. Ever. It's like having a rifle, being out in the wild, coming across a single wolf. It's just an inconvenience. You can kill the wolf, you're armed. But what if the wolf is in a pack, and the pack's number is infinite? Well, you're fucked. And you are royally fucked. This is how shooting at the Flood makes you feel. This is how powerless it makes you feel. It's as if watching a sandstorm approaching you rapidly, right? And you pull out your rifle, aim it at the sandstorm, and empty your clip in an attempt to defeat the sandstorm by eliminating every single individual grain of sand. It doesn't matter how many bullets you fire at it, how many grains of sand you eliminate, that storm, it's coming, bruv. And when it does, it's gonna be bad. And let me just tell you, it's a very humbling experience when you realize, when the penny drops, that despite being the Master Chief and all the successes you've had, despite being this invincible, this menacing, intergalactic Terminator of a man, you're not fighting for glory anymore. You're not fighting to win. You can't beat the Flood. All you're doing is fighting to survive. It's survival, and it's very humbling when me and my wife turn to each other, right? Because plasma grenades don't do anything. Nothing works, man. Their numbers just keep on coming. It's insane. I don't know where they get their numbers from, but they just don't stop. And when you look at each other, doesn't matter who you're playing co-op with, right? Doesn't matter how many of you there are. You can't win. You look at each other, you swallow that hard to swallow pill of realizing you're powerless. And the only tactic left at your disposal is just to turn around in all your armor, which you wish now you didn't have, so you could move quicker. And you realize all that's left to do is run. And run you will. And run a lot. And, bruv, it's terrifying, man. It's so intense. You can't escape them. There's times when you'll just turn a corner and you'll be in like a confined little tunnel, and the whole thing will just be populated by the Flood. And it just feels like your bullets are nothing. Like, they're nothing. And the whole area is designed in a way where you can turn corners, right, and end up being bottlenecked into just a deliberate dead end, cruelly designed by Bungie to fill you with dread. And then you turn around and they're all there, man. You've got the popcorn guys, you've got the big fat gas guys, you've got the other super mutant guys, and they just charge at you, man. It's like, they'll throw themselves into oblivion just to get you. They don't care, man. You can't do anything. It's absolutely nuts. And no, that was great, man. Now that was something else. Of all the gaming experiences I've had, like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. And people will say, wait till you get to the Flood. Just wait till you get to the Flood. I was like, okay. Oh my goodness, brother. That was insane. And we was doing this late last night. And bless my wife, everyone. I didn't realise that mission was going to be the mission, right? She comes downstairs. She's she's ill, she's unwell, and she's wrapped up, and she has her slippers on and a hot chocolate. She's like, I think I'm going to try and do another mission. And I'm like, look, just give it a try. I didn't know I was going to be bringing her into a battle against the flood. And she powered through it, man. She was a trooper. So a big salute to my wife, who, despite being so ill, managed to fight off the flood to the best of her capacity. And she did a great job. I'll admit, I died much more than she did. I was stupid enough to think melee would be effective against the... No, don't. If I can give you a word of advice, you don't try meleeing with the flood, okay? That's absolutely ridiculous. It's like trying to punch a shark in the face. Right? Do you know how futile that is, right? Trying to melee the flood is like a vampire picking up a rock, throwing it into the sky in an attempt to take out the sun. It's not going to happen. So anyway, that's the flood, right? We are powering our way through now, and I imagine we'll be able to finish Halo Combat Evolved real soon. And then I'm going to get a review out for it. But I'll never forget this. Right, I'll never forget ever meeting the flood for the first time with my wife, and how we reacted to it, and how we ran from it, and how we tried with futile efforts to defeat it, only to realise that we can't. So, I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I know I did. Despite my wife being unwell, I know she did as well. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, wishing everyone a great New Year going into 2025.